Hey everyone, what is going on? Welcome back to another episode. Today we are looking at Season 4, Week 4. And that means it is wartime. Before we get into that, we can talk about what else dropped this week. And that is the Capital. So the Capital is going to be available Week 4. Outside of that, that's it. That is pretty much everything that dropped in Week 4 of Season 4. So let's get into the fighting and the new game mechanics with the fighting. Going to the overview here, everything is pretty much the same between Season 2, 3, and 4. Not a lot of difference here. You're still going to have your defenders and your attackers. The groupings are still the same. So you have your rankings from 1 to 10, 11 to 20, and then 21 to 30, and then 31 to 50. So on each side, you are going to be ranked whether you're on the defender side or attacker side. And that's ranked based on where you are in your faction. So if you're number 1 in your faction, but you're number 11th overall, you are still going to show up in the 1 through 10 in your faction side. And vice versa, you could be ranked, say, 13th overall, but only be in the 11th through 20th in your faction because maybe you're 11th in your faction and there's only 2 others in the other faction that are ahead of you. So this does not go over total ranking. This is your faction ranking. And then attacking and defending setup and everything is same as Season 3, where you're going to have about 30 minutes before the fighting starts to where you're able to, say, summon the mummies or launch the nukes to clear things out and allow you to jump in and start attacking. The major difference between Season 3 and 4 is in Season 4, there are only 4 buildings that you're defending instead of the 5. So that makes it a lot easier. And the cap is increased to 100. So you could have all 100 members in every single one of these buildings when you're defending. It's no longer just capped at 20. So it's pretty nice for all 4 of the buildings that there's no cap on any of these now. And the nice thing is whenever you actually go and reinforce it, you'll now see a little icon here that shows 1 out of 100. So you can see how many people are actually in the buildings when they're being defended, which is very useful. And here is some of the fight that I had recorded where we were defending, so you can see what it looks like when the Tesla is being used. So we set the Tesla up on the Alliance Center. The Butler can now set the Tesla up either on the Alliance Center or on any of the Alliance bases. This is the actual Butler skill. Whenever you go to the Alliance tab, you can click on the official skills. You can see the Warlord in here and then the Butler. So the Butler, the Tesla Coil, this is the new skill for Season 4. And you can use this on the Alliance Center. So any of the bases on the Alliance Center, you can set up and it lasts for 5 minutes and it covers a range of 21 by 21 with 10-second intervals with doing 250 damage. And you can increase the damage output by sending reinforcements with electricians. So whenever you send your teams in, you have the option to select electrician. So if everybody's doing that, increase the damage durability of the coil. So make sure everybody is loading that up with electrician-led marches. And go back to the battle here. You'll be able to see the Tesla coil go off a few more times because it goes off every 10 seconds. And like I said, the more people you have in there reinforcing the building that has the coil active on, the more damage it will do over time. So some of these buildings, unfortunately, didn't get all the way cleared out. We just didn't have enough damage dumping out of this every 10 seconds because they were clearing out a lot of us out of the Alliance Center pretty quickly. But coming up here, you're going to see the Tesla coil do a couple more hits, and I focus in on this guy over to the right here. I notice he's very low on health. So if you pay attention towards the top here, he gets hit one more time, boom, he's teleported. And the spot is automatically open. There's another one down at the bottom right there. But you'll see the place is vacant. That means anybody can then teleport back in there. There's no ashed remains or anything like that you have to clear out or wait for them to go away. As soon as they're cleared out by the Tesla coil, somebody can jump in there immediately, and it doesn't matter whether they're attackers or defenders. So just be prepared for that. If it clears out a spot, make sure you got somebody else that jumps in to clean up or take that space up. Otherwise, somebody can jump in there and keep attacking the Alliance Center. And once the Tesla coil is gone, you'll see it reverts back to the normal Alliance Center base looking style. So the big old Tesla ball is gone, and that means the timer is done. So it's no longer doing damage. You're back to just a normal fight. And just like the other seasons, now that you're in week 4, you can go into the groupings, go to another server, and just jump around wherever you want, whenever you want, which is pretty nice. So you can go and just hang out on another server, and every Saturday night after the Enemy Buster event ends, everybody gets reset, but then you can go right back over to wherever you wanted to go and hang out before. So if you're trying to camp out Alliance Centers or trying to just hide out on another server, you can do that after the reset happens on Saturday night. Well, that is it for week 4, everybody. Thanks again for watching. I hope to catch you in the next one.